Here to talk about the latest and greatest with the Broncos after that dominant win last night, our Broncos Insider Mike Klis live in his Klis Cave.
Alex, thank you very much. Yes, welcome to Klis's Mic Drop. Of course, we're very excited today about the Cubs taking on the Padres at Wrigley Field to open up the baseball playoffs. Matthew Boyd is the starting pitcher, the ace for the Cubs. He'll be going for the Cubs, 1 o'clock game. Wait a minute. I know the viewers are not tuning in for my dissertations on the Cubs and Major League Baseball. You want to know what we think about the Broncos win against the Bengals last night. And it was very impressive, 28-3. You got to almost put an asterisk by it because the Bengals are really bad. I mean, the two worst teams that I've seen in a long time, the two worst teams I've seen in 10 years are this year's Tennessee Titans and this year's Cincinnati Bengals without Joe Burrow. And the Broncos, that's who the Broncos have beaten twice, in between two heartbreakers on the road against the Chargers and the Colts. So let's see what the Broncos do this week against the Philadelphia Eagles. But look, you can only play who is in front of you. And the Broncos did take care of business against the Bengals. They fell behind 3-0 and then completely dominated the game. One of the big stories from this game was J.K. Dobbins, the Broncos running back. The Broncos had a 100-yard rusher for the first time in 38 games. And that's quite a streak. It was the first 100-yard rusher the Broncos have had since Sean Payton has been their head coach. And I think that says something that Sean Payton tends to lean toward the passing game. And indeed, even with Dobbins having 101 yards last night, Bo Nix threw it 40 times, 27 out of 40 for a career high 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, had one unfortunate interception near the end of the first half into the end zone. But still, and that's with basically running the ball in the fourth quarter too. So a real strong offensive performance, even more dominant defensive performance as the Bengals, after that first drive, never took one snap on the Broncos side of the 50-yard line. So Vance Joseph really dialed it up there. Besides Dobbins rushing for 101 yards, he talked about how much that meant to him. Another big player in this game was Courtland Sutton, again, for the second straight game. Sutton had a big game, especially on third down. You heard Joe Buck and Troy Aikman talk about how big Sutton is. And Bo does throw the ball to all receivers. He generally completes passes every game between 9 and 11 receiving targets. But when they really need it, when it's third down, it's crunch time, it seems like Bo always goes to Courtland Sutton. And Sutton, more times than not, delivers. He had 5 catches for 81 yards yesterday, 4 of them converted third downs. He had the big touchdown, the 20-yard touchdown, where he just kind of runs to the goal line. And even though he's got a defender on him, right on his back, Sutton is able to use his big body, kind of ward off, and the defender catch it at the goal line. And that touchdown pretty much put it away, 21-3 at halftime. The way the Denver defense was playing, there's no way the Bengals were going to catch up. The Broncos almost kind of went into a four corners mode in the third quarter. It just became a punt game. Neither team was moving the ball. And then they got the consolation touchdown in the fourth quarter, just simply handing the ball off to J.K. Dobbins. R.J. Harvey, the rookie running back, finished it off with a touchdown catch, his first career touchdown. That's where a lot of people out there on social media are saying the Bengals look like they quit on Zach Taylor. They didn't put up much of a fight against the Broncos in that final in that fourth quarter drive that took up some time. I understand where they say that. It does look like the Bengals are a badly beaten team right now. Joe Burrow is definitely one of the MVPs of this league after you see how bad the Bengals are without him. Kind of reminiscent of the Indianapolis Colts without Peyton Manning back in 2011. They go from a perennial 12-4, 14-2 team that got the number one AFC playoff seed every year to having the number one draft pick and winning the lottery on Andrew Luck. And that's how Peyton Manning wound up in Denver. Another big player in this game, I thought a big hero was Marvin Mims. He tweaked in the hip area. I think it's the Broncos sometimes refer to groin pulls as hips. And Mims has been bothered by that off and on since a week before the season opener. It came on the injury report listed as questionable on Saturday, but I guess all he needed was 48 hours rest. He worked out pretty good at the Broncos training facility either Sunday or Monday. He had a big game. He had the NFL equivalent of the triple-double. He had 6 catches for 69 yards as a receiver. He had a 16-yard run for a touchdown on the jet sweep as a running back. And he also had 3 punt returns for 24 yards. So a triple threat is what Marvin Mims is. Maybe he can throw a pass here and there and be a quadruple threat for the Broncos. Now it's on to the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champs. They're also 4-0 this year. They're not quite as good as last year, especially on defense. Vic Fangio's still the defensive coordinator, but they lost a lot of good players. They lost 2 key players up front to free agency, and they've had some injuries here the last couple weeks. So it'll be up to the Broncos offense to play much better than it has on the road if the Broncos are going to pull an upset and beat the Eagles in Philly. By the way, the tropical storm Imelda looks like it's going to stay south and it'll stay dry for that game, which is good for Bo Nix. He didn't look good in the rain last year. So Broncos at Philly. And once again, as we close up Klis's mic drop, Alex, go Cubs.
Sir, that's not what the people want to hear. But I appreciate you. We got the shorter week as the Broncos heading into Philly next week. I'll also check in with Bad News Bianchi to see what Imelda is going to be doing on Sunday. Mike Klis, we appreciate you as always.